How's everyone doing? It's your good old virtual ambassador from Simon Fraser University, Faye Ayato. Everyone's... Oh, I should have the just chatting music on, I didn't realize. Hello, Kevin. It's good to see you. So... Oh, King Crimson, good to see you. You made it. Okay, so... today, we have a bit of a special something on the menu, and it's something that I have been cooking for a very long time. And as you can see in the title, you may have guessed, I'm going to go on... I should just... Yeah, I'll just roll with it. I'm going to go to step 1 of becoming a Kamen Rider. Now, many of you, if you are not a nerd like me, may be wondering... Where is it? Oh, I see. I should get out of... You may be wondering, what is Kamen Rider? Wow, I did not think this slide through. What is Kamen Rider? Well, to explain, we are modeling today, and I'll tell you why. So Kamen Rider is, it is a series of Japanese tokusatsu shows, primarily aimed towards children. These are the Japanese superheroes of all time. I loved watching them as a child. I still watch them as an adult because I am a nerd. And they're often just dudes in spandex fighting monsters in spandex, and yet it's the coolest thing you've ever seen, and also mildly traumatizing. And Japan Power Ranger is a good way to think about it. I will not go into the nomenclature of that right now, but so now, as many nerds who watch this series, I'm like, okay, what, you know, if I was in this universe somehow, right, if I could portal into there, what powers would I have? What abilities, what fight sets would I be doing? And then that's when I started watching the currently airing season of Kamen Rider. This is Kamen Rider Gav. He fights, this is Gav, the purple guy in the middle, he fights using the power of snacks. Grape gummies, potato chips, chocolate. Sounds cute, right? Well, the actual plot of this show is that this guy, the protagonist, is a half-human, half-monster who fights his monster half-siblings who run a drug trade where the drugs they make are made out of human beings. Fun, right? Why are we showing this to kids? Anyway. Yes, it does. It's a wonderful show. I'm enjoying it so far, but man, we'd like... There's... Some kids are gonna have some mad trauma in the future. But anyway, so... I kind of went into the show and was like, okay, snacks, candies, what candies have shown up in the show and have not been used as a power set previously? And that's when I discovered the existence of this guy. This is the Caramel Melt Gochizo. Oh yeah, these are called Gochizos. They're like the protagonist's little minions. He eats them to transform. He has a stomach, a mechanical stomach on his stomach. It's hard to explain, but so yeah, this is the caramel one, right? And as far as I'm concerned, there was no straight use of caramel in the show, so I'm like, okay, that kind of vaguely matches my brownish color scheme. This is a power set I can use, so I went on a search for this caramel guy. Much to my dismay, I found out that it is an exclusive purchase. They were only sold at certain stores. So some of you might recall, I came back from Japan last month, right? So while I was in Japan, I managed to get my hands on a couple Gochizos. These are the two that I have right now. This is a marshmallow one. This is one based on a previous Kamen Rider, which it's cool. It's cute, right? I did not get my caramel guy. So unfortunately, my initial goal was not met, but I continued to cook, to speak. So the pure basis for my power set for this concept actually came from this piece of fan art. This is by Panda, who's done great art for us officially and a lot of good fan art. This was for one of their projects, I think, actually. And it kind of makes me realize me in medieval style with sword looks sick, right? And so I kind of spiraled off that. So it's like swords. Yeah, no, seriously, props to Panda. So it's like I kind of went with swords and then, you know, like welding, melting metal. And I'm like, wait, caramel melts. Marshmallows melt, right? what if I could make a rider transformation gear thing, like an item, right? That was a sword, right? And you stick the gochizo in it, melt it down, and that becomes the blade. It's kind of like, I might be dating myself here. There's like old lightsaber toys, right? Where it's like you hit the button and it was like an unfoldable blade in the middle. Those. But I would shove wiring in it to make it light up and be cool. So basically, what this next, hopefully, series of streams is going to be is my attempt to combine the caramel theming. I should move this a little. Yeah, this is the goal. Combine the caramel theming of the caramel gochizo with this medieval me design that Panda did to create an SFU Kamen Rider. That's everything I have learned in SIAT is allowing me to do this. 3D modeling, 3D printing, wiring, right? Electric stuff. We're gonna shove all of that into here. And so, without further ado, welcome to the first part of this series, where I remember how to use Blender. I have not touched this in forever. But I'm gonna try it. So, basically, the classic Blender cube. It's wonderful. So basically, these are from blueprints, but we're gonna change this. Basically, there are 3 steps to this, or 3 parts we need to make. There is 1, the blade. There is 2, the like the hilt, which is also going to be the wire casing. And then there's going to be 3, the lever mechanism, which activates everything. So, what this stream is going to be is me struggling with Blender, remembering my 3D modeling roots, and probably just me ranting about Kamen Rider the whole time, because I actually don't have anyone I get to talk about this. No one shares this interest with me, so I'm just going to be rambling to the void that is chat. So, I should add, like, can I add, like, a drop shadow to this or something? Come on, OBS. I think I can, actually. Oh. Oh, I see. Sure. Okay. All right. Let's get schmovin'. Let's get schmovin'. All right. So, I think the easiest. I'm actually gonna. Okay. This is for my own reference. You can't see it. I'm gonna try and pull up a lightsaber and like folding blade. Collapsible lightsaber blade. What are they? Yeah, okay, so they're basically big tubes that are housed in a thing. And then there's like a lock mechanism that keeps it in place. Okay. I actually need to see how those work, I think. Alright. Alright. Like, breakdown? Is that the word I need to be looking? Alright. It's a retractable telescope. That's what it is. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Okay. I wonder if there's a Blender tutorial for that. Well, okay, you know what? I'm going to... Oh, yo. This might be exactly what I need. I'm just gonna have a Blender tutorial playing in the background. While I do that, how is chat doing? Kevin, I appreciate you being here as always. It's great. King Crimson, also good to catch you early.
This is telescope.
Oh, I believe I have an output capture. Oh, Snot, good to see you here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna... Playing Outer Wilds, that's great. How's that going for you? Alright. I need... Okay, we're gonna add cylinder. Fun. Fell into black hole many times? Yeah, so did I. No, wait. I need this to be a square cylinder. Okay. Yep, something like that. I'm just gonna get rid of the cube. We do not need it. I see. Okay, nope, we are not getting rid of the cube, because, man, how long has it been since I've touched Blender, realistically? Okay, no, I'm tutorial guy, shut up. I am going to figure this out on me own. Also, I don't know about you guys, but where I am right now, it's my room is burning up. It is hot. I am sweating. But alas, we will live. Maybe I'll turn the music a tiny bit up. Just a bit. Alright, Kamen Rider Blades. I see, that's by Vertex, huh. Alright, and that's by Face. I see. Okay, I'm understanding. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. I apologize again. The first part of this is really just gonna be me figuring out how to use Blender. It is hot, it really is. Also, wait, is this under cube? God, okay. I'm just gonna just get rid of this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just global warming, am I right? That looks about right. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna, okay, come back. We're not embossing, we are just boring a hole. See, I'm more used to Maya because that is what I was taught to use during my time at SIAT. However, unfortunately, my Maya license has expired. But you know, it's more or less the same thing, right? I should measure it. Like, how big do I need this to be? I see. No, okay, you know what? I can set size constraints later. I will just live for now. Okay, come on, man. You know how to do this. You know how to do this. Come on, Faye. You're competent. You're a wizard. You can do this. Alright, I guess I can just... I guess I'll ramble off random Kamen Rider facts as I do this. Where do I even start? Alright, Chad, how messed up of a fact do we want? You know, I mean, I know I opened with a guy who fights with the power of candies, you know, actively combating drugs, but... How did I discover the show? I, you know, very, I just watched it as a kid, truly, right? Like, what? My first was Kamen Rider Den-O. This was, that was about basically a dude who fought time-traveling monsters on a time-traveling train. And then it was actually a really interesting concept because the monsters were from, like, an alternate future and they were trying to connect the main timeline to theirs. But to do that, they needed to go back in time without a physical form. Kind of like messed up genie grant a wish for someone, which then gave them access to that person's like most cherished memory, so they could go back to that time with a physical form and then like actually mess stuff up. It was good. It was a very good series. Very sci-fi. Okay, if you want to get into Kamen Rider, I would recommend Den-O as one of your starters. It's just a solid one. It's a very solid one. Yeah, and then since then, you know, I'm surprised to learn there's such a large audience for it on Earth, even here around Vancouver. I mean, I suppose it makes sense, but it's like, I don't know. It's quite remarkable that this sort of, you know, within the like context of Western popular media, let's say, it's more of a niche thing, right? But it's, people enjoy it. I'm glad people enjoy it. All right, and I'm trying to remember how to make holes. I need to torus more, don't I? Cult following for everything. True, very true. And there's a equally inflammatory Twitter for all of them. Alright, and I can mess with material. We don't need to do that right now because it's going to be a 3D printing file. We don't talk about them? Yeah, we don't. One of your friends is too lazy to paint his 3D prints, so has his primary blue 3D printed stuff. Yeah, fair. I mean, to be fair, I am probably going to have to print this stuff. Or not print, paint this stuff, because, you know, I feel like a Kamen Rider changer would be very not functional without a good painter. Actually, you know what? I should show you some of the changers just so you know what I'm talking about. Like, painting stream might be, yeah, it's like I need a good hand setup for when I actually physically construct it. But you know what? I'm going to pop out a YouTube window just to show you. Just to show, actually, this is copyrighted material. I can't. Never mind. Just look up Kamen Rider clips. They're all illegal, but you know what? It's a good. I just can't get this channel copy strikes. Okay. Anyway. Also, to every 3D wizard in chat, I'm sorry, you're gonna cringe at how I'm gonna do everything. Just, I don't remember how to do any of this. Oh, a stack exchange, please. I am not a robot. Right, booleans, of course. Yeah, don't worry, when you did 3D, you didn't know anything either. That's comforting. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh. Don't tell me Wait, okay, so I know that's rotate. That makes sense to me. But no, I need... Can I, like... Where are my handles? Where are my handles? Give me my handles. I need my Unity handles. we're going for a sword. Actually, when was the last time Kamen Rider had a sword changer? Oh, that was Saber. Oh, do I get to finally talk about Kamen? I get to talk about Saber. I get to talk about Saber. Okay. I just to make this entire process more entertaining, I'm going to rant about Kamen Rider Saber because I finally get to do this. I don't know how many of you were around for my debut stream, but in it I listed Kamen Rider Saber, that specific series, as both a like and a dislike, because it is a series that I truly want to like, but I cannot in good faith. And unfortunately, that is because... How do I put this? Okay, I'm gonna pose chat a question. When you watch a new show, how many episodes do you watch before you decide if you drop it or not? Just, you know. One? Okay, that's a fair number. At least 2, okay. So, unfortunately for Saber, its first arc is by far the weakest. Like, it's a show where, like, all of it has, like, really high highs and really low lows, and all of its lows are right at the beginning. And, like, so many people drop it before... It takes 21 episodes to start getting good, which is crazy to me in a 50-episode show. But it's like, okay, how do I explain this? So the general plot of Saber, I guess massive spoilers if anyone is going to watch it, right? Is there's this guy, his name is Toma, right? He is an author and the owner of his own bookstore, right? Classic guy. He gets roped into this whole thing with this organization called the Swords of Logos, right? They basically are like the protectors of the universe, fighting vague fairy tale themed monsters called the Megiddo, right? Okay, following so far? Now, Toma, here's the thing. I could actually tell you to watch One Piece because it's good from the start. Saber's a different beast. So basically how the first arc goes is Toma inherits the power of the Sword of Fire, right? He becomes Kamen Rider Saber, and then he basically enters the Swords of Logos, right? And there's a bunch of characters in there. There's only 2 you need to care about. Actually, there's only 1 other dude you need to care about. Because a good chunk of the cast does not need to be there in that first arc. Basically, so he finds out that his old childhood friend, Kento, is in Swords of Logos, right? He is the Swordsman of Lightning, Kamen Rider Espada. And basically, the thing about Kento is that his dad used to be a swordsman as well, but he betrayed the organization after he got, for some unknown reason, right? So his father was Kamen Rider Caliber, the Swordsman of Darkness, right? And then Caliber betrayed the organization and is now kind of leading the Megiddo, right? And then there's this whole shebang where they fight, and they find out that the Caliber that they've been fighting, right, the one that has been leading the Megiddo, is not Kento's father. It is the previous Swordsman of Fire, the old Kamen Rider Saber, who actually killed Kento's father and stole the sword from him, right? And then some more shit happens. Kento dies, I'm gonna put that in air quotes, but like, he's gone, right? And then the world nearly ends during episode 12, and eventually Toma confronts the current Caliber and finds out that Kento's dad betrayed the organization because there was like an actual other traitor within the Swords of Logos. So he wanted to go out to beat that guy. And he only realized, or like the old Saber only realized after he killed Kento's dad. And it ends on this weird cliffhanger note. That's the whole first arc, right? Now, when I say it like that, that sounds vaguely interesting, right? It doesn't sound terrible. The problem is all of that happens in like 16 episodes. Not even 9, actually, because they spend the first 6 just introducing characters. So you have this whole arc of, like, mysterious organization, a childhood friend. Oh, I didn't even mention that Toma has amnesia and he's forgetting something important. Like, the episode you find out that Caliber is Kento's dad, and that the current Caliber is not Kento's dad, are an episode apart. Like, there's no downtime in this whatsoever, and, like, you cannot process it. Like, this is it's a decent story plagued by terrible pacing in the first part, and characters that unfortunately don't have a huge role to play until much later, and even then it's not. It's like I don't know. I've needed to rant about this for a long time, but it's like, I don't know. Saber has some points which, like, I genuinely think are very, like, are strong, are very good, right? I've enjoyed them. But it's like, you can't, you know? It's like, nope, that's not what I need. Okay, and then something like that. I don't know how thick this needs to be. I probably shouldn't eyeball it and actually align them. Surely there's lines, right? There's lines, right? Yeah. I mean, Dustin Meyer, that's the thing. It's like, this is 100% a decent Kamen Rider plot. It's just, I don't know, Saber did not handle its first arc with care. Its second arc onward is decent, but, like, even then, there are moments where it's like, this seems very plot convenient. And I realize I have made very little progress since I started this. Yeah, I have. It's honestly, I'm like half expecting what that is, or it is going to be. Now, if I could info dump and work at the same time, that would be, like, wonderful. But, you know, alas, I'm not sure if I'm getting to do that. I mean, that's partially because I'm like, stalling using info dumping to just remember how Blender works. But then again, okay, the blade is the easy part. I should be able to do that. Also, oh my god. Why is it so hot in here? Jeez. I can feel all my sweat. If stream ends early, it's because I pass out. Y and Z. Yep, everything's aligned. Is that good enough? I feel like that might be too thick. Yeah, it's most definitely too thick. Oh, nope, not move. Scale. probably. Then again, I don't actually no, I shouldn't want it to be too flimsy. Okay, and let's Boolean this, I guess. You were watching me relearn Blender in real time. Thank you, Distant Meyer. You are a savior. Same place you can use Shift plus S align section to 3D cursor world origin. I see. Okay. Random question: How many of you have like air conditioning? Oh wait, I just realized I can't do this yet. Oh wait, no, yes I can. No, I can't. I need this to Oh wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, I've wasted time. This can't be just a straight cylinder. I need to kind of cone it a little bit. Aircon, but it's not on. I would kill for some central AC right now. And let's, okay, what would be the best way to do this? I guess select by faces? Yeah, I need it to be like this, because each tier needs to kind of hit the last, right? Okay. I think that's how I want to do this. Alright, and then I keep using the wrong keyboard shortcuts. It's hello? This bottom bit probably needs to be wider. The top bit doesn't look bad. That's about the width I need. This is too thick though. Okay, so we're gonna select this face. Should I be more exact with my measurements? Yes, absolutely. Because if not, that's gonna screw the 3D printing phase. But you know what? We will live. That looks about right. It's close enough. I don't need this to be perfect. It's my first changer. Okay. I am rotating as usual. Why am I rotating so much? Where do they keep the booleans? Didn't get where I am today by measuring twice and cutting once. Honestly, yeah, fair. I mean, okay. For Mo it ended terribly, right? But I'm built different. You know, in my case, it just means instead of paying for more fabric, I have to pay for more 3D printed filament. Harg. So how's everyone's weekends? Anyone got plans other than be here? Okay, yeah, it's GSR in Blender? Really? That is... So, man, my Unity brain could never. Gonna try and get more work done on this on the Pizza Tower mod. Cool. Wait, what? Yeah, why is it G? Really? Boolean. Okay, I understand. I think. I've done this. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now in theory we just gotta make a nesting series of these, right? And I'm going to go back to my image of a lightsaber, pretending that I absolutely know how it works. Yeah, see, all the tubes are actually about the same size. It's just they get thinner and thinner. Yeah, okay, I can do that. I think I can do that. Penne, indeed. So, now, in theory, we just gotta telescope this, right? So... Whoa! Oh, I see. Right, that's how Booleans work. So I should probably if you just want the outer shell of a cylinder, you can just delete the end face and not a solidify modifier. Oh, that would help. That would be a lot easier than whatever the hell I'm trying to do right now. I keep hitting W, geez. Okay, so what you're saying is if we go and delete this face and delete this face, go to modifiers and get rid of the Boolean and then add solidify. Ah, wow, that's handy. That's very handy. Oh, and okay, yeah, and see, you can actually set how thick you want these to be. That would be good. That would be great, actually. How thick are these collapsible blades usually? They're not that thick. That's like maybe a centimeter, not even, right? Let's say that for now. That looks about right. Okay. So then you get to perish. And then we just kind of duplicate these a couple times. Okay, now we should have a bunch of these. Right? Okay, that probably was not the best way to align them, but nah. Okay. In case I will just pick all of you. Object. Form. That's not what I wanted. There we go. That's what we need. Okay, so now to make them nesting, we just got to make some of these guys thinner, right? And hopefully not get overlapping geometry when that happens. So let's call this guy so if this guy is the thickest one, right? In theory, then what we got to do is make it so. I'm actually gonna lay them out vertically. Because what we need to happen is something like this, right? Yeah, okay. Do I know how this camera works? No. I'm gonna... Oh, yes I do. Never mind. Basically what we want is selecting faces, right? Not that face. Oh, this isn't a face, is it? Ah, okay, slight problem. Similarly, yeah, it's not a face, that's just a solidify. So... Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, what am I doing? It's... It's not even thickness, though, right? We need... Oh, wait, no, this isn't even... This isn't a thickness thing, it's a scale thing. It's just gonna be a little bit of a pain, that's all. Just need it to... They're just nesting dolls, right? I wonder if I've made the drop-off here drastic enough. It's got to be just the right thickness that it gets stuck in here, right? It can nest, but it gets stuck. I need them to be touching. I mean, sure. This I'm eyeballing at this point. I mean, okay, actually, this part it might be okay if I... No, it's definitely not okay if I eyeball. Okay, let's align you guys first. Let's align your X's. And your Z's. Nope. There we go. Okay, so now... just this guy. Hello? Ooh. I mean, sure. What is... Yeah, just gotta keep doing this, basically, until we get a big, stupid blade. Why is it so hot? Oh! Eyeball, align, and then just make it work from there. That actually doesn't look too bad. It is too high though, or too low. Yeah, see, in this case it needs to be smaller. See, it's just a telescope. That's all those things ever were, right? Oh yeah, I guess this is a decently hot topic. Anyone get a Switch too? I didn't. I am, alas, still on interdimensional student tuition, but... And at the same time, there's not really a game that makes me want to say, yeah, I'll get a Switch too. Something like that? Yeah. Sure. This is Mario, you make a very good point. Also, wow, I am super rotating. Why am I rotating? I am like, this is the most stationary I've been all stream. Also, the backseating is very appreciated. I don't know what I'm doing. What's the difference with the Switch 2 and the original? To my knowledge, it's, okay, I'll just get rid of you guys. It's mainly, okay, it's upgraded processing graphics capability for one, right? It can run games that the Switch never could. I'm hoping slightly more durable Joy-Cons. It's got mouse controls, of all things. Yes, mouse control. So you can take one of the Joy-Cons and put it on the ground and use it as a mouse. I'm trying to think of a game that makes use of that. Well, I can't think of one. Because ironically, Minecraft for Nintendo Switch does not use mouse controls. Yeah, no, I've seen stuff from, like, Pokemon, and it's like, it actually runs. To be fair, like, it should have 3 years ago, but it runs now. Like, that's so crazy to me. Okay. The Metroid demo back at some showcase with mouse controls with jet. Oh, okay, Metroid with mouse actually makes sense. That. Yeah, wait, no, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Wasn't there that guy who went to a Switch 2 demo and then, like, beat Breath of the Wild in his, like, 5 minutes allocated? That's crazy. Okay. I believe it did, yes. You see, which is interesting, because, like, I've been checking, like, Breath of the Wild speedrunners, playing it on Switch 2, and apparently, like, the Switch 2 version patched a lot of, like, the speedrun stuff. And so they had to resort to, like, older tricks to do it. Which, it's kind of interesting, for one, right? That can even happen. Alright. And this top bit, actually, we want it to be... What do we want this top bit to be? Because it needs to be a little rounded top. More cylinders, I guess. Or I guess I can just do this in like and then like union a sphere on the top of it. Yeah, that sounds right. If this blade ends up being much longer than I mean, okay, no, the art was a great sword. This can be a big blade. I mean, that's the other thing about Kamen Rider toys. Sometimes they're awkward to hold as an adult because obviously they're designed for small child hands. I'm pretty sure I held one of their guns and it was like the size of my forearm, maybe. Nah, that's too big. Smaller. You get the idea. UV sphere? Why didn't I start with cones? Whatever. Yeah, that looks right. Cones are kind of annoying to work with because it's really hard to cut the tip off. There's probably an easy method, but I haven't learned it. I see. Well, I guess cylinders was the play then. Boolean. Union. This guy. There you go. I hope that is right. Either way. Easy part, done. Now the hard part, which is casing. Mainly the hilts. So I'm just, I'm gonna... Done. Okay. I realize I probably should have made a sketch of what's in my head so I can more easily, accurately convey this to you folks. Wow, hour into the stream, and it took me an hour to do this. I get I was info dumping at the start, but man. Okay. In that case, let us... Okay, so what we need is now the thing that houses this. Okay, now I'm trying to think through my plan here. Because we need the case that houses this, which is the same as the case that houses the Gochizo, which is the same as the case that houses the Y. Maybe I didn't think this design through. But you know what? We're gonna live with that, I think. I think we are indeed going to live with that. Okay. So we need like, okay, so there's the handle bit, which is gonna be a lever, and then okay, perhaps I am in far further, perhaps I bit off more than I could chew, but yeah. Oh, hello, Cameron, good to see you. Yes, I'm not blue today. I may be back on blueprints relatively soon. It's been gnawing at my mind. But I was told I was getting a bit too repetitive, so I am here doing something different today. I guess we start with the cube. Gotta start with the cube, right? No, I start with another cylinder here, don't I? Yes, I do. Yeah, yes, I do. Okay. Actually, we want a cylinder that's relatively the same size, but we want to keep the bottom face. Care about doing the thing at all before worrying about doing it well? Exactly. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know what? I'm vibing. And this can be fairly big. I don't think it needs to house it perfectly. Okay. Alright, and then let's go over to selecting... nope, we want the bottom face. Yeah, delete face. No, not that the not that blueprints is repetitive. It's just I've done it 3 times in a row. That's that's all. We need. They wanted more variety in content. Solidify. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I also did play Outer Wilds 4 times in a row. Oh, what? No, not that. What am I doing? Yes, management. Okay. So, I wonder if I could just... I could animate this, like, I could, like, give it bones and, like, make it an actual telescope. I will probably do that off stream just for the sake of my own testing. This stream, the purpose of this stream is so that all the parts exist. Whether they work together in tandem is a different story entirely. Wait, oh no, wait, actually, I just realized. I need to get rid of the bottom face, too. Because this is going to be... Oh, I need to make the I need to make, like a bullet barrel. In a sword. Gunblade. Okay, well, it's not a gunblade. Final Fantasy. Oh, wait, this is... Oh, today's Final Fantasy... Not today, this week's Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering release. Man, people are gonna lose so much money. Do I need to rifle? Well, okay, it's not... I'm not rifling bullets into it. I am rifling little snack gremlins into them. Oh, modifiers are non-destructive. Okay, that actually makes a fair bit of sense. I don't know why I didn't clock that earlier. Okay, so basically that's gonna be the barrel. It's gonna house all that. Oh, actually, it needs to be a little bigger then, because it needs to house the Gochizo chamber. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean, snack gremlins? Okay, let me pull up the image. I guess I have to add the input. Where is it? It's a window capture, right? Not existing. There it is. Okay, so these guys. I'm loading these guys into the sword. If you need the lore component, so the protagonist of this series, he eats snacks. He has 2 mouths. That's the important part. He has a mouth where his human mouth is, and then he has a mouth on his abdomen. He eats a snack through his human mouth. These guys pop out of his second mouth, and then when he eats them with his second mouth, he transforms into a Kamen Rider, which is great. Kevin, that's a very good question. They do enjoy being eaten. Like, they go to, like, Gochizo Valhalla after they get eaten. It is their purpose. There's actually a second rider in this show that straps these Gochizos to an electric chair on his gun. And they enjoy that, too. It's like... These guys are built to be consumed, and it is slightly disturbing. They are. Concern? Yeah, no, I'm too... Actually, okay, so... Funny story, like... You see this? These are the ones I bought. You see how like the box art in the back, it's got like angel wings. That's it ascending to Gochizo Valhalla. This happens every time they transform. It's so yeah, that's basically when here's the thing. So in my system, I'm not eating them. I am melting them and turning them into a blade. Cool, right? I'm sure they enjoy that. Probably. I'm losing all my windows. It's interesting, and like recently, the protagonist got his like final form. And like all his previous forms consumed like 1, maybe 2 Gochizos at a time. His newest one consumes 100 at a time. So it's like, it's mass Gochizo death every time he transforms, and it's like, man, so much man. Okay, so what I'm going to do? What am I going to do? Which part do I'll start with the Gochizo barrel, I guess. Yeah. And then that's wire casing for like all the sound and lights and everything. My head. So we're gonna do this. Go to the modifiers. Get rate of solidify. No, not that. Oh, I realize I need the faces back. Ugh. Or no, go to the cylinder needs to be smaller anyway. More cylinders, baby. Is this at all going to work? Who knows? I just need it to exist. Okay. And then basically we're gonna make a little... I guess this is an actual... This time we need a Boolean for sure. We're gonna make a cube. And I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna pull out my Gochizos and measure them. Give me a minute. Okay. So, do I have a ruler in this room? I might not. You're kidding. Do I not have a ruler? Okay. Vans. Okay. I just said I was gonna measure, but we may have to eyeball Gochizo size. Yep, here we go. It's crazy to think that these guys are these little snack gremlins are single-handedly helping stop human drugs, I guess. It's like 2 centimeters probably. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize how big I'd been making these. Ah, well, okay, we will size down everything as needed. I should have been paying attention to units. Yeah. I keep thinking W is move. I'm so used to that. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna scale this guy like so. Okay, and then we're gonna basically add a boolean to this guy, its difference with this guy, and then if we get rid of the cube, a voila. Perfect. Maybe a little deeper. And then we go here. So yeah, so I'm making a sword where yeah, so I will show you the vision. Right, it's this wonderful fan art. I'm trying I'm taking this concept and making it weird Kamen Rider snack sword. And so to do that, I need to do a lot actually. I cannot wait until I actually 3D print these and everything works and I get to actually get to the wiring because that's the part that I'm good at. Because the goal is that so these guys make light and sound and everything, right? Let's go. Yeah, well, it is kind of a staple for Kamen Rider toys to at least have sound in them. Some of them suck, and they're literally just hunks of plastic that people have respectfully asked Bandai for their money back. Oh, I see. Wrong arrow. Yeah, something like that. Cool. So that's our little Gochizo loading tube. I'm gonna need to make a mechanism that hits the button on the bottom of them. Or I could... yeah, I should. So there needs to be... I'm gonna have to think this part through, perhaps for next time. There needs to be something in this little face here that can act as a button press. Or no, it doesn't actually. The button is above the thing. Okay, that can be a separate mechanism. Should I have taken the Blender course beforehand? Probably. But you know what? Okay, so... let's just... in theory, right? In theory. Okay. I'm actually gonna start naming these guys. Oh, I see. I didn't move the cube. Okay, we're just gonna... can I, like, parent the cube? I forget which cylinder it is. I should actually name these. Okay, so I am gonna name these. This is the Gochizo... canister. This is the... canister diff. Yeah, something like that. Cool. Then I realize I need to rotate this actually. Sure. Alright, so basically this Gochizo canister is going to be here to start. So the Gochizo canister needs to fit inside the blades too. I guess I should rename these. Blade 1. File management, right? Blade 2. Blade 3. Blade 4. And then blade 5. Okay, cool. And then I can kind of just take all these guys and parent it to blade 1. Okay. 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 So right now, this all fits inside here, basically. And then there's this connects to, or oh no, there needs to be a greater like hilt part here. That's where the Gochizo cylinder goes into. Okay, no, okay, no, this is actually solid then. So this is the blade holder then, or no, the blade holder is the hilt. So then how does that work? Oh, I see. So we make a, we extend it to the sides here. Yeah, so I will say blade holder. Okay. I feel like the hilt could be longer than... yeah, I'll just make, I'm gonna make it longer because I need to be able to hold this. And hopefully I will be able to get one of the Kapus to take a really cool video of someone swinging it around. Okay, so, and then we gotta make this hilt part. That's a cube. And this also needs to be casing. So this needs this basically needs like a top half and a bottom half. It would probably be easier to buy them. The thing is, I would probably only use it for the blade. I'd still need specialized casing and like gears and mechanisms inside. That's the hard part, really. Like this is the easy part. And besides, the campus is 3D printers, right? Might as well use them. This is that's also the other half of this. It's a showcase of SFU SIAT's capabilities. We have 3D printers. We have giant. Everyone has a 267 wiring kit, Arduino kit lying around. So I guess we start with cube. I also don't know how much longer I can last in this room with like Okay, I need you to understand how my office works. For some reason, there is one entire wall made of glass. It's a window, but it's made of glass. So there's just blasting sunlight in here. I have a fan, and it's like it's not working. It is hot, and we are jazzed. We gotta go cube. We gotta go cube. I do have curtains. It actually doesn't really help. All that does is so like it makes it so that if I have the window open, no wind comes in. I can't win. So this is another one of those. Yeah, so this is basically another, I get rid of this face. And then I solidify this. This one I can probably make thicker. Okay, and then, like, I align it with the big guy. I needed that to go the other way. I see. There we go. This can be bigger, actually, can it? Nope, not yet. Nope, 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 not yet. It's way too big. And assuming... Yeah. I'm also just going to difference this because I can. Cool. And then I just copy paste this and then I rotate it. Oh, I see. Or no, I should. Excuse? Why? I mean, sure, I guess. Now we got, like, very basic casing. Probably still a little too thick. But it's good for a start. Actually, I can... Alright, so I shove all the... Okay, so I shove all the wires in one end, and then I shove all the mechanisms in the other. And so what the mechanisms need to be is I need to shove a button in there. And then I need to shove... What do I need to shove? Okay, so I need to shove a board, I need to shove an audio shield. And then I need to shove the buttons, the necessary wires. Okay, this is the hardest part. I need a contraption that turns the Gochizo on. Also, my hands are actually covered in sweat. Jeez. Ah! My sweat is immaculate. My suffering is real. But I am here out of the pure passion of my soul. I can do this. I believe in myself. I think. So, okay, that being the casing is easy. Let's think. I put the Gochizo here, and I push it down. Oh, it needs to be in the cylinder. Erg, it needs to be in the cylinder. Okay. Yeah, okay, I really should have made blueprints into this. But I think for a first pass, just kind of BSing it is okay. I should like buy, man, I should buy a bunch of cardboard and just do a couple test runs. Gotta prototype properly, you know, folks. What tool am I using? If you're referring to the program I'm using, this is Blender. Okay, so basically there needs to be something that when... Okay, actually, no, wait, this is super... Oh, man, this got so much easier. So I can... Okay, I might have to give up on the Gochizo going... Yeah, prototyping with cardboard first might have been the play. But to be fair, I didn't have a concrete vision going into this. And I think the cat is actually helping me realize the limitations of my design, which is good. So I actually think I make the Gochizo canister a lot smaller. Yeah, the Gochizo is basically, design-wise, the Gochizo is the pommel beforehand and then it goes in. But actually just having it be the pommel might be good. Alright. Yeah, okay, so what I can do is okay, I'm gonna make the cylinder shorter, like by a lot. Yeah, because it doesn't need to be that big. And then that houses that perfectly. I think. Yeah, and then there's got to be a little... Oh, I need, like, springs, don't I? I absolutely need springs and levers. Okay. But regardless, we're basically good. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna put a face, like, here, right? And then can put a button on that or some kind of sensor, so when the Gochizo goes down, that's when it triggers. and we can run wires closer to the actual casing. Yeah, I think that's the play. Okay, I really should have had a plan. I need to shower after this. Holy crap. I'm just gonna name these Hilt 1, Hilt 2, so we put a face in there to basically act as a button, right? And then, or no, we have to be able to run a circuit through it. So it's gonna be, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be holes. Yeah, so basically creates, okay, so the handle, the hilt's actually gonna be much longer than this. I now realize. Yeah, even longer than I originally anticipated. Because there's a lot we have to fit in here. If this, oh man, this is gonna be massive. Okay. So basically, what is this? Why do I have 2 blade holders? Huh? Okay. Was this extracted? I don't know. Okay. I got it. Stop using the other key commands. Okay. So basically, Gochizo canister can be like that. Okay, Gochizo canister can be a lot longer then. It's just gonna be stuck in here through like a spring thing. And then we put the face there, and then I assure all of you this makes much more sense in my head than it does on your screen right now. But basically I'm gonna have to drill holes into here, into the lining of, and basically there's going to be wires running in the lining of the blade holder that don't interfere with the rest, with the blade unfurling. Yeah, and obviously I will embellish the hilt once everything fits in it. The heat. I'm gonna check. How many degrees? 27 degrees right now. That makes sense. I wonder if I could like. What up? Oh, I lost my train of thought. What was I wondering? What was my thought process? Help, please. It is Blender, Tim. I'm not doing a great job at it, but it is Blender. No, it's okay. I had a thought in my head that I did not verbalize, and I lost it before I got it out of my mouth. What am I wondering? What am I wondering? It's like... So if I can run wires, I can run wires through it. I can. So I punch a hole in that. Oh, okay. So the blade holder needs to be like dual casing. It needs to have an inner layer. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. So, okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to model what I can in the next 30 minutes, right? And then I will then I'm gonna go off stream, actually make a blueprint for this, maybe do a couple cardboard tests, and then come back to this, or do this in my own time, so I can actually show you. Also probably learn Blender properly. Yes. Yeah. So then, okay, so basically this, I'm just gonna separate this. No, I'm not. I should not separate this. This needs to have an inner layer, essentially. Actually, I can't separate this. Okay, so... Let's make it thicker. But then I can't house the things, right? Oh, it totally can. Haha. And then basically need this to... No, that's probably too thick. Oh, wait, yeah, why am I'm an idiot. Keeps getting to me, okay. And then... I don't know what the best way to do this is. I know. Get rid of it. Copy it. Shrink it. I'm gonna solidify this one. Nope, that's not what I need. Solidify. Oh wait, I solidified the wrong one. Ah. Learning. I guess I do have to solidify this one too. Okay. Yeah, so this is what blade holder needs to happen. That actually nests pretty well. I'm surprised. And I keep rotating. I am so rotating. Bing. What more can I do right now without a solid plan? I can... It's basically the layer of this. I see... Do I see? Do I really see? Okay, we're gonna move you out of the way again, just because I can. And then I'm going to... We're gonna run a hole, basically. Oh man, wiring this is wiring this is gonna be such a pain. I just realized, but I didn't. You know what? I didn't expect this to be easy. It should not be easy. It was never going to be, and it never will be. I just have to live with that. Line objects. Give the cube. Okay. Go. It's the inner casing. Perfect. So now that's the opportunity to wire it before I close it up. Oh man, if it closes up and it breaks, I am going to cry. My windows. Yeah, okay. You know, the irony of me playing blueprints for 3 streams and then not having a blueprint for this. You'd think that game would teach me the importance of blueprints, but alas, here I am without a plan. That makes sense. I guess I can try to put the face in here. Is this just another cylinder, huh? For argument's sake, I'm just gonna copy this one. Alright. Let me get rid of this. This is the button face. Kind of like put that somewhere in there. Oh, well, thank you for dropping by, Cameron. I appreciate you greatly. To be fair, I am probably wrapping up soon as I am running out of things I can do at my current preparation level. But thanks for sticking around. I'm just gonna pad out a few. Oh, wait, I forgot. Okay, maybe this is how I pad time. I totally forgot to announce something. This guy, before we leave, our Kappa contest, we have gotten some submissions, and they're great. We're extending the deadline to... So it was gonna be deadline this Sunday, but due to popular demand, we have decided to extend it to, what was the time again? I think it was... Man, oh no, man. It is being extended to... Hello? My notes. Extending to June 18th. That is the new deadline. Yeah, June 18th is the new deadline. You can submit then, and then so I believe that is... That's a Friday, right? And then we will be reviewing them on the following Monday, I think? Yeah. Distant Meyer, you are correct. All official SIAT Kapu art is Chalky made. That's the same person who made my model. So yes. June 18th is the new deadline. Remember that. And okay, pad time over. I'm gonna come back to this. Yes. But also, to everyone who has submitted, thank you. We love your submissions so far. Hope to see a couple more. Okay, back to whatever this is. Why did I get rid of the... How did it get rid of the Boolean? What? There you go. Alright. Oh, my brain is quite, I know I often say my brain is fried in the figurative way of I have used my brain too much and it is overheating. I can feel my brain actually, like, melting and frying right now. Ah! Man, summer streams are going to be an ordeal. I perhaps shouldn't... To prove to you how fried I was, I just tried to zoom in to this. Not in Blender, but in OBS. Man. This... Is this going to be large enough to hold a shield? I'm just... Okay, I'm going to extend it. This... Ah! Brain is actively being cooked. Kamen Rider, yes. Okay, I'm gonna pull up that reference image again. Not these guys, this one. Okay. So, I'm just trying to... I guess you can't see the details on the sword too much. But... Oh man, I guess I gotta do a character design thing. I gotta make a rider design. Ooh. Ooh. I gotta make a suit themed enough to look like this. Interesting. That's wow. Oh man, how did I not think of that? Wow, I was unprepared. I just came in here with with vibes in a dream, and clearly that was not. No, you know what? I will believe in myself. I will always. So it's Yeah. I guess I gotta shove a couple LEDs in there too, huh? So, okay, so I should list up the wire components. The wire components are board, shield, our audio shields, the actual speaker, a couple lights, a few buttons. That's about it. It's not too complicated. No motors, thankfully. Motors are a pain to work with. Man, Look at this. I'm gonna show Mo this later. I feel like she's gonna be disappointed. Okay. Alright, well, my brain is fried, so I should wrap up, but I also want to pad out minutes just so we get to 2 hours, right? Because I ended slightly less than 2 hours last time, and I think that wasn't good for viewership. But... So I guess I will spend these last few minutes info dumping. What's a fitting Kamen Rider? What is the fitting occasion for this? Okay, this isn't Kamen Rider, but I need all of you to know. Oh, Distamire, that's actually a good subject. I have seen the Marvel Tokon designs. They look sick. Okay, I am absolutely terrible at fighting games. I cannot play them to save my life. I'm honestly considering picking up Marvel Tokon because it just looks cool. It's also Arc Systems. I trust them enough. Also, fun Switch 2 fact. Apparently, the Switch 2 version of Guilty Gear is somehow the most optimized version of the game. I don't know. Yeah. I'm interested to see who else they add to the roster, though. Ain't no way? No, it absolutely way. Really? Okay, I don't know. I could be coping, but like I've seen a few people saying that like the Switch 2 is somehow more optimized than other versions. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I've seen that sentiment floating around. I can't think of what possibly out of the Switch 2 could make it that. Mm. Alas, I do not play Guilty Gear. I should. I've had a couple people try to get me into it. But I'm just... I do not have the drive for fighting games, unfortunately. True, yeah, no, it does seem important. Like, it's also kind of a big deal considering, like, none of the movesets look the same since, like, Marvel Capcom, right? Like, Spider-Man's totally different, Doom's totally different. It's quite literally redefining how these characters work in fighting games, right? So, I wasn't there to witness the history, but I recognize the significance of that. I mean, okay, wait. Now you're making me think. What was the last good Oh, my face. You're making me think, like, what was the last good Kamen Rider game? Oh god, okay. This is the perfect thing to rant about. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna pull up an image very quickly. I'm gonna make a very makeshift slideshow. I get to talk about Kamen Rider and game design. This is wonderful. So, this is not what I'm going to talk about is not the most recent Kamen Rider game. But it is one that is known as, like, by far the worst. And I'm going to tell you why. And then, where is it? Okay. So, allow me to introduce you. I'm gonna realign myself for this. I'm also gonna go back to the desk. Allow me to introduce you to Kamen Rider Summon Ride. Released in... What year does that say? 2014. For the Wii U. Great start, right? So this game was a shot from Bandai and Kamen Rider. It was also on PS3, but that's less important. This was their attempt at, like, the Toys to Life franchise. This was Kamen Rider Skylanders. That's what this was, right? And there's a lot of reasons this game is bad. But the main one is, okay, so while Skylanders is like capitalism incarnate, right? You could still technically beat the game with the like the 3 figures they gave you in the starter kit, right? It was recommended that and encouraged that you buy the other ones, but you could beat it with those 3, right? It is literally impossible to beat the game with what is in this starter kit. And the main reason why is because the riders' level ups and skill trees are locked behind other riders. Meaning to actually level up fully, right, you need to buy the other figures. Who thought that was a good idea? And like, you know, if it was just that, then it's like, okay, this is a stupidly greedy game. No, the rest of the game, it's like, it's so imbalanced, it's so dumb, and then it's like, the story is like, it's an isekai too. It's like Kamen Rider gets isekai into vague fantasy world with fairies and giant demon lord and dragon. It was weird. And then, I think the one that takes the cake for me is, so there's this boss, this enemy character, Kamen Rider Odin, right? He's the final boss of Kamen Rider Ryuki. Spoilers. His thing is time travel, right? His whole MO is that every time he's about to lose, he resets time and does everything all over again, right? You fight him in this game. And what happens when you beat him, right, is he resets the fight, right? So essentially it's a boss fight with an extra health bar. But after the reset, nothing changes. It is the exact same fight, and he resets you 3 separate times. You have to fight the same boss 4 times consecutively in one sitting. It is arguably the worst boss fight in that game, and that's saying something, because there's a lot of bad ones. That was... man. Yeah, no, it's... this whole game was a train wreck. And it sucks because I would love to play this on stream just to break it down, but because of the pay-to-win thing, you need to buy the figures on the secondary market, and some of them are like a couple $100 now. Because they're rare, they were promos, they were only given out at these certain things, and it's like, man. Ah! So, this one's the worst. This one's by far the worst, right? I'll just say. There have been good Kamen Rider games. There have been a couple decent fighting games. I think the most recent one was Kamen Rider Memories of Heroes, which was essentially the story. The plot was like fan fiction. That's all it was, really. But like it was decent fan fiction. It was professionally made fan fiction, so it was decent. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, it's just Kamen Rider in Final Fantasy for no good reason. And it's... And I don't know, and it's like a bunch of significant characters are just placed there as like goon, like very basic enemies. Oh, man, no, this whole game... Again, this makes me want to play it on stream, but like, we actually do not have the budget for that. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. The only good thing to come out of this game was the theme song. Which is sad, because I feel like Toys to Life Kamen Rider could have gone hard in another timeline. But, I guess not. Okay. Well, I think that's... Now that you've heard me rant about that, thank you very much for coming to stream, I guess. This is where we're leaving off, for now. And I am going to... This will change before the start of next stream. There's going to be a hell of a before-after, because I'm actually going to come prepared next time. But this was a good experiment. It made me realize a lot of what's missing. I needed this. Thank you all for being around. My process is messy. You've just witnessed the messiest bit, and I promise we will get to the cool bit soon. Exactly, Kevin. We are just setting up for next stream. That's exactly what this is. Alright, so... everyone, thank you very much for coming. Where is... I should... Reminder, reminder for the people who like making things stream. This was okay. Thank you, Disenmire. I'm glad my incompetence didn't turn anyone off. But reminder, Kapu contest. We have extended to June 18th. If you want to make a Kapu, scan that QR code. I realize my things are in the way of the QR code. Scan the QR code or go to any of my socials, right? And submit. We're always looking for more. You guys have done great stuff so far, and we are looking for more. Alright. Anyway, that is all from me. This has been Faye Ayato, your SFU SIAT virtual ambassador. To all my interns, thank you very much for coming. To all possible new hires, subscribe button's right there. Please hit it. All right, everyone. See ya. Bye-bye.